homies? Today's Wednesday, so it's only a few days away before it's the weekend again, and then it's Party City! I don't know, I'm just trying to be stupid. Anyways, so this I picked up yesterday. I ordered it online, it was 10 bucks. I'm a huge Sonic fan, so when I saw this for $10, and I usually never pay 10 bucks for games, but I just really love Sonic the Hedgehog, so of course I picked this up. I was so happy. That was 10 bucks at Target. And then while I was at Target, I also picked this up because recently we just watched all the Harry Potter movies, so we're like really Harry Pottered right now. So this is obviously a prequel to Harry Potter. I gotta get the first one because I don't have it. I'm gonna search online for it. But this was $4, man. $4 for a Harry Potter film on Blu-ray. You know, you cannot beat that, man. So that's what I picked up. So this week I also picked up a few other things also. I did pick up another movie. I also picked this up at the dollar store. Yeah, believe it or not, this was at the dollar store. And everybody knows The Rock is awesome, so I wasn't about to leave that behind. So I also bought some tie wraps, but I had a promo code, so I got like all these different sizes because I've been using a lot of tie wraps lately, so I've been running out. So this came with a bunch of different sizes, so that's why I bought it. So I got that for $5 with Prime shipping. Also, I bought this. It's like a sensor. That's the same name as what I got. My camera's outside, and a few other things in my house, like my sensor. And also in one of my unboxing videos, I did talk about how I have the whole ecosystem of this Mercury brand. So it's just a rebranded, you know, product. Kohl's also carries it. Not this name, a different name, but it's the same exact product, different name on it. It uses the Genie app, which is fantastic. If you guys have been watching my videos for a while, you know how I feel about, you know, the application, the program being very well made and very like useful and reliable and doesn't always shut off. My new job brought home some more stuff. I'm already starting. So these coolants were thrown out because we got some boards in. They wanted us to remove the coolant, and I think there was some sort of, so they wanted us to take off the coolers and the heat sinks. And if you can see, you can tell where these heat sinks were on top of certain components that didn't need a fan, but these were on top of processors. I think these were actually Intel's. I think they were Intel processors that these were on, but very low end. It was probably something very low. But I gotta tell you, man, these freaking heat sinks, they're so heavy. These little things, so freaking heavy. So when I grabbed it, I also grabbed that part that goes underneath the board just in case I ever need it. So there's a good chance I might end up using one of these on my 3D printer to keep the head cooler. There's a good chance of that, so I brought that home. So I picked up this little freaking neat gadget here.
Holy crap, man, look at this.
This is because I've been fixing my printer, so I had my hands all over the desk. This is one of those devices where you can stick the camera like down pipes and into like really hard to see places. This has a little cap on it, and not to mention it came with a whole bunch of attachments for it, so if you want to like grab something, you put the tip on it, and you can even like pick stuff up with a magnet and stuff like that. It's wicked cool. The thing works so good. I paid $18 with a promo code plus tax, so it came up to almost 20 bucks. And I did not expect much from it. First of all, I didn't realize that the screen was going to be this big. So when I saw that, I was like, when you turn it on, it has multiple options. I mean, the picture quality on this thing is pretty damn good. I mean, dude, when I told you I did not expect this to be that good, I'm telling you, I did not expect it to be that good. I figured, you know, with Prime, you just order it, and if it's no good, you just return it. That's it. If it's junk, it goes back. But dude, this thing is so good. When I picked this up, my main intention was, I've always thought about maybe modifying something like this to put in my 3D printer. Now, the reason for that is, instead of having like the camera that I have already attached to my printer before I shelved it while I was doing my room in here, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, what if I just had something real time, you know? Once I put it in the enclosure, I can't stick my head in there and look at my prints anymore like I used to, when I had the freedom to just look over and put my head, like my nose like 6 inches away from it. I figured someday maybe I'll just pick one of these things up. So when I saw this, I was like,
hell yeah, man.
Dude, I was so excited. I was like, shit, I wish they had this in gray because it only came in blue. So what I was thinking about doing, I could even mount this like to the top of it here and attach it to the 12 volt that's inside of 3D printer. So what I was gonna do, there's one battery in here. So what I'll do is I'll probably take the whole thing apart, I'm gonna solder the wires, run it to the 5-volt, the 3D printer, so it'll hot wire it. So when the 3D printer comes on, this will turn on. And then while I'm in there, what I'll do is I'm gonna try to shorten this wire right here. I'm pretty sure this is not a fiber optic inside. I think this is just a wire, a camera at the end. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So when I get in here, I might be able to just cut the wire shorter to the size that I need instead of having all this, because I think this is 12 feet or 10 feet right here. And I'm already gonna take it apart. I mean, what the hell, but why not, you know? So I picked this up. So what I bought this for is because the other day when I was testing my LEDs, I noticed myself like putting the prongs like right to the leads, and honestly I wouldn't even have to do that if I had one of these things, right? This is pretty much meant for testing resistors and diodes, things like. I bought this to hook up to my power supply that I have on my workbench. So now when I need to test like LEDs or anything simple, I can actually adjust this and just go there and touch it rather than have both hands going for it. And this thing is relatively cheap. It was $4 and I bought it from the US. The cable quality feels very good. It doesn't feel as cheap as I expected it to, but it was only $4, and most of the time I don't really go over 12 volts, and the majority of the time I stay within 5. So this is cool to have. I really like this, so I'm gonna put this in my tool bench. I also pulled out all my stuff that I found. Remember I said that I knew I had more stuff, I just couldn't find it. Well, here's my controller that I bought, super cheap. Like I literally bought this on one of those like daily deals from eBay. It cost me like 10 bucks. I know it's weird, but it was $10. And this was my label printer. So this one actually hooks up to the PC. I've had this in the box for a while. And dope ass headphones that I bought, and I showed off one of my unboxings. These things are so awesome. And I got my extended mouse pad with LEDs around it. And I also have this headphone holder that actually has adjustable volume, things like that, input USB. So those all accessories will be going here. I've already did some modifications here, so you guys will see that in an upcoming video. I mounted this here. This is already started. I started filming yesterday for it. I had to modify this. You guys will see all that. Finally got my coolant, okay, because I've already ordered this twice. The first time it got lost in the mail, so Amazon refunded me my money back. So it finally came in today, thank God. The good thing is when I reordered it, it actually dropped by $2. So I'm fine with that. And I got me some black toothbrushes. Yeah, son, a real gangster uses a black toothbrush. Probably not gonna use the blue one. Now my wife will probably use that one, but I'm definitely gonna use the black one. I've been using the black for like forever. I already got 2 of these saved, like in my drawer, because it's so hard to find black toothbrushes. So once I found them, I'm all over this. You know, once I found this, I'm all over it, just like my buddy Ed's wife, you know? I'm all over it. Just in case you guys are looking for some black toothbrushes, I like to keep everything consistent in my life, you know? Yeah, I finally got my mascara. Alright girls, check this out. If you girls like long lashes, you have to try this. This is the most awesomest, sexiest, lash extending mascara. I'm telling you, you girls gotta try this shit. Every time my wife uses this, it makes her lashes look so freaking sexy, man. It seriously makes me wanna just freaking just drop a mask.
I am a prodigy, I am a leader, they follow me. And if I don't like them, they lie on me. Pull out the chopper, let that shit bang. If you don't like it, then you not hang. Bitch, I'ma sing, I am not blowing the dang. We're filling up cups and we sipping that dang.